Hello, fellow viewer. Okay, we may have been away for too long. But, of course, there are reasons why I haven't been active on YouTube. And the main ones would be missing George and not having time to make videos. With George dying so soon and unexpectedly, this would limit the amount of quality videos that I can make of him. Because out of the nearly 800 items I have of him,
this is all I got.
But I did say that I wasn't going to abandon this channel, and I'm going to stick with that. And that leads to what today's video is about, how I got George in the first place. Welcome back, chops. Right, so I believe that I recall every detail of how I got George, and I will do my best to tell it here. So basically, my sister had went down to the basement for the laundry, and when she had went down there, she had seen something moving. Our basement isn't the cleanest, and it wasn't very light at the time. So I asked her what did she see, and she said that she seen something slow and moving. I immediately thought it was an opossum based off of her description, so I got to work on trying to catch this mysterious creature. The trap that I started using was the one that I used for raccoons, so I added some bait in there and waited to catch the creature. Day after day, I noticed the amount of bait in the trap was getting smaller and smaller, so I concluded that this trap was possibly too big, and then I started to think that it was a smart rat that I was dealing with. So instead of wasting time, I brought out the big guns. The big guns meaning the rat trap. But I knew what I was doing and how these traps work. Rat traps can obviously kill a rat, but if it were to hit a squirrel, they get stunned. And I know opossums have thicker skulls than a squirrel, so the opossum would be fine. So after setting this rat trap, I had to swap to a more sensitive model. And I did that because the one that I used before, the bait kept getting taken off of it. But on the night of July 4th, 2023, I noticed that the trap was gone. It went poof, and I haven't even tried looking for it to this day. But in the trap's place, there was a very interesting creature. But at first glance, this would look like a wet rat or something. But if it was a rat, this thing, it wouldn't see daylight again. But fortunately, this animal wasn't a rat. It was a young opossum. And in that situation, it kind of reminded me of Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. And I'd say that I'm a lot like that character. But that could be a topic for another time. But in that moment, it reminded me of when Hiccup first found Toothless. And he obviously had the power to kill him, but he couldn't bring himself to it. Same thing with me and this opossum. So after seeing the state that the opossum was in, I picked him up. With the glove, of course. And there seemed to be no broken bones. And that was very good, because it would only complicate the situation. But in the next part of these George origins, I will cover how I took care of him and what I did from him after finding him. But thank you all for sticking around despite there not being any content. But until next time, as always, stay safe and well, and may God bless you.